Hello and welcome into this week's RNN Diecast review right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host, Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. On today's Diecast review, we are almost to the end of the 2018 season, although we are chronologically now 3 weeks before the end of the 2018 season, although we have a lot more than 3 diecasts left to show you for the 2018 season as they continue to roll in here. This week, we're looking at Kevin Harvick's Texas playoff winner from 2018, the encumbered win, the infamous encumbered win that may or may not have hindered Stewart-Haas Racing for the first half of this season as they finally got caught with that illegal spoiler. 339 of these Harvick Texas wins made in the Elite Series. Again, if you haven't heard, I always do the Elite Series with my race wins, and at this point I'm doing Elites with everything because the ARCs just, I don't feel like with the level of detail and quality that they have that they're worth $55. These at least are worth roughly, I think, what they're charging for them. What comes in the box? Cup Series race winner sticker. A bag of red, white, and blue Texas-shaped confetti. I think that's really cool, actually. The generic Elite COA that doesn't mean anything anymore. And the race detail card. Kevin Harvick, AAA Texas 500 winner, November 4th, 2018, 45th Cup Series victory. And on the back, Harvick ropes win number 8. You can pause to read that if you want to. Yes, that was Harvick's 8th and final win of 2018. And did it in pretty dominating fashion. He was really good at tracks like Texas last year. And I think a lot of it may have had to do with that spoiler that NASCAR did finally catch after this race, which is why we didn't see a lot out of Stewart-Haas until the last couple of weeks this season. Under the hood, powered by Ford, Mobil 1, Haas, Busch, and Wix filters. Take a look at the Elite engine detail. On the nose here, Ford Fusion, a little bit of tape there, and some rubber buildup. It is a white car, so you're definitely going to be able to see the rubber buildup very well on this car. Stewart-Haas Racing 10th anniversary sticker and a few contingency sponsors. Mobil 1 on the hood with some of that Texas-shaped confetti. A little more rubber buildup down the hood here. Confetti on the windshield. Monster Energy playoff banner on the top of the windshield. Number 4 on the roof. Roof flaps do function. And if you've noticed the last few weeks, the antennas have been back. I didn't have antennas on these cars for a while because they weren't drilling the holes the right size, so you couldn't get them in there. All you were doing, you just end up peeling off the paint around the hole, and it just looked bad. They seem to have finally fixed that issue, and now you can actually get them in there, and the holes are the right size. Jimmy John's on the back of the roof, Harvick on the rear windshield, DIN number 35, a little more confetti back here, Mobil 1 on the deck lid, playoff green spoiler. Take a look at the fuel cell detail. Down the driver's side, a little bit of dirt buildup here down this side as well. In BC logo here behind the contingency sponsors, round of 8. Number 4, Busch Beer Exalta, Rush Truck Centers in front of the rear tire, cloth window net, Kevin Harvick, the American flag, and 8 winner stickers on the name rail. Sponsors down the B post. Outback Bloomin' Monday on the C post. Mobil 1, Haas, Mobil 1, and Jimmy John's back here on the quarter panel. Tires are a little raced up on this side too. Nothing too big. A little bit of a wearing off of the name on the left rear. Mobil 1, Ford, number 4, and KHI is what that logo is on the back bumper. And down the passenger side, looks relatively the same, only 7 winner stickers on this side. A little bit of burned area down here around the tailpipes, but otherwise looks pretty much the same as the driver's side. But that's your look at Kevin Harvick's Texas playoff winner from 2018. Quick look this week is, I mean, it's not that raced up of a car. It's got a little bit of Texas-shaped confetti on it, which, again, I think is really cool. But other than a little bit of rubber buildup, it's almost the same as the clean version, aside from the playoff banners on the car and things like that. So, pretty clean car. I mean, if you're a Harvick fan, I think this is one you probably definitely want in your collection, being his 8th and final win of 2018. But otherwise, I don't know. There's not too much going on with this car, other than the fact that it was an encumbered win. So there's a little bit of, I guess, specialness to it like that, if you want to look at it that way. But overall, pretty standard raced winner here. Fairly clean raced winner. Got a special one coming up for you next week on Diecast Review. Don't want to spill the beans on that one just yet. It's one we've been waiting on for a while here, and it's finally been released. It is on the way right now, and actually I believe I should be getting that in the mail tomorrow, I think, is when that's supposed to show up. So that will be next week's Diecast Review. Very special Diecast Review for that one. So be sure and tune in for that, as that's one I think a lot of people will definitely want to see as we continue to slowly wind down the final race wins of 2018. Again, with there only being 2 race weeks left after this Texas win, Phoenix and Homestead, we've actually got a decent amount of race wins left. We've got Kyle Busch, Phoenix. We've got the 3 race winners from Homestead, Moffitt, Reddick, and Logano. We've still got a Timothy Peters Talladega win coming at some point. I don't know when that's supposed to show up. And why do I feel like there's an Xfinity winner still out there that hasn't shown up too? I can't think of what it is, but there might be an Xfinity car left to look at too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we still got a few left for you. And then the 2019 start rolling in. They've already got a couple Daytona cars that are set to ship here, I think, in like a couple of weeks. So we will roll right into 2019s once we get done with 2018. So lots of stuff coming up here on Diecast Review in the coming weeks. So be sure to stick around and be ready for that. Eldora coming up tomorrow for the trucks. We'll have a rewind show either late Thursday night or Monday morning. Not sure exactly when, but it'll be sometime around in there. And then Watkins Glen this weekend for K&N East, Xfinity, and Cup. So lots of stuff coming up for you this weekend that you definitely don't want to miss. If you missed out on the RNN talks yesterday, we had some interesting discussion on some of the bigger news items that have come out in the past few days in the NASCAR world. So definitely go check that out if you haven't yet. I think I might have a bit of a polarizing opinion on a couple of those things. So definitely something you might want to check out if you haven't seen yet. But if you haven't done it already, you need to go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. While you're down there, why don't you hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video. It is much appreciated when you do. And hit that share button. I just found out that YouTube actually really does like it when you hit that share button. So if you can, share it with anybody you can. YouTube apparently doesn't even care if the person you share it with watches it, just the fact that you hit the button. So hit that share button if you can. And I think that'll do it for this RNN Diecast Review. As always, I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.